Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading. So Sagittarius, let's have a look to see what is currently going on for you in this reading. I always remind you, of course, that these readings are generalized. So take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, because that will resonate with someone else who's watching this reading. Okay, so let's have a look to see what you're receiving. I have so many cards on this table. I need to tidy up. Let's grab a tarot card as well, and then we can get started. As I'm getting your tarot card, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It all helps. It's all the same. So we have your card that is on the table. Let's just look at what is currently going on, okay? So Sagittarius, what is currently going on for you? First of all, from our oracle card that we received, we are being asked to balance. Okay, so there is a heavy emphasis on really being realistic as well as being spiritual, because some of you are overly realistic. I don't know why this card is not focusing. Right, there we go. So some of you are overly realistic. You're wanting to make sure you do everything logically so that you can reach your goals, so that you can manifest, so that you can make the money, so that you can do whatever it is that you are really wanting in your life, meet the love of your life even. But the divine is saying that, listen, when you are feeling and thinking that you can do everything by yourself, you cut off that connection to the divine. But at the same time, when you are overly spiritual and just thinking that maybe you can just sit there and meditate, maybe you can just sit there and journal and script, maybe you can just sit there and close your eyes and really see the vision of what it is that you want, but you are not taking practical steps towards what you want, it is never going to happen. Simple. So there's an energy here that is asking you to balance your spirituality, but not overly relying on that. Yes, magical things can happen, but if you don't take action, nothing happens. Let me explain. So for some of you, maybe you're wanting to win the lottery, right? For instance, I need money, so I'm just gonna just visualize myself like being a millionaire, being a billionaire, all this money coming in. I know I'm going to win the lottery. I know I'm going to do it. But you don't go buy the lottery ticket. How is it going to happen? So do you understand? Well, yes, you can imagine magical things happening, but then being logical enough to say, what do I need to do to enable this magical thing to come into my life? So there's a feeling where this energy is currently out of balance with some of you. Yes, you can put in all the work, but if you're too overly controlling, you don't allow the divine to magically bless you. So the two go hand in hand, but at the same time, it is about remaining in that energy of understanding that a magical thing can just happen, boom, just like that. And at the same time, if you don't go and make that magical thing, if you don't go and make it happen for yourself, then how is it going to happen? You're praying for your soulmate, you're praying for your twin flame, you're praying for your lover to come in. And the divine is like, I know exactly the person who will be perfect for you. But maybe you're like me. You're an introvert. You hardly go outside. You don't really like to be with people. So how is it going to happen? How is this love of your life going to happen? When someone knocks at your door, you don't answer. So the divine could even send you that person. Maybe they are lost and they just need directions. And they come and ding dong, your doorbell. And if you're anything like me, I don't answer the door. That is just the person that I am. But if it is that energy where you are wanting something, you're going to have to realize that you have to go and do whatever it is that you need to do. Okay? You want your lover to come in, you pray, you script, and the divine is like, okay, let's make this happen. I'm going to sprinkle some magic. Someone is going to get lost. They're going to come and ring your doorbell, and you're going to answer the doorbell, and suddenly you're in love. Or you go and help the energies. You go and put your profile on dating sites. You go and do that. You go outside where the person that you are trying to manifest is likely going to hang out. You go to different groups. Maybe you like, I don't know, investing. You're wanting to create abundance, and you want someone in the same type of mindset as you. And you go online, you see where a local group meetup is, and you go there, and suddenly your twin flame, your soulmate is there. So the message that I'm seeing here, the emphasis is really about you understanding that you have to put an ending to whatever it is that is stopping what you're praying for manifesting. Okay, so for some of you, you've got different self-sabotaging behaviors. You have to go and kill those self-sabotaging behaviors, because a dawn of a new era is on the horizon. And you have been praying, you've been hoping and wishing, and you are putting death to that aspect of you that self-sabotage is what you're trying to manifest. And in putting that death there, you allow something new to come. You allow a new beginning to manifest into your life. So I hope that I've painted this picture in an easy and logical way for you to understand. Okay? So the divine is saying that, listen, a dream without a plan is just a wish. Like I said, you dream about winning the lottery, but you never plan to go and buy a lottery ticket. How is it going to happen? What happens is that dream just remains a wish of yours. Okay? And not only that, for some of you, you have made some mistakes in the past, and these mistakes are stopping you from going and showing up in life. Okay? So the divine is saying that yes, some of you have maybe wanted to start businesses. You wanted to create your own source of income. Maybe some of you, you invested your money, because we've got our card about investments. You invested your money in, I don't know, cryptocurrencies. And then because you lost that money, because you were lacking financial education, you are now in the energy where you are kicking yourself. You are now in the energy of being disappointed with yourself. You are in the energy of nothing ever happens easily and magically to me. I have to always be working hard. The divine is saying nonsense. You need to understand why you invested your money and how you lost it. You need to understand why that love of your life never shows up, because you never open the door, you never go outside. How is it going to happen? So the divine is saying that are some mistakes that you've made in the past. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't kick yourself. Don't be so judgmental about yourself. Don't get in your own way just because of something that has happened in the past. Because if you truly want something, you will go and you will make it happen. And you will take mistakes from the past and use them as stepping stones. Use them as inspiration to get where you're wanting to go. So you invested your money because everyone was doing it. And you didn't know when to get out, how to get out. You made some mistakes. That's okay. The opportunity hasn't gone away. So now you are taking time to learn what this space is all about. You're taking time to understand. Now you're not being motivated by greed, but you're understanding that without education, you're understanding that without creating that foundation of an understanding of what is going on here, why you self-sabotage, nothing is ever going to change. So what happens is you get stuck in that karmic type of loop. You make money, you get excited, and you're like, oh, let me just keep my investments for a little bit longer. I could double, triple, 100 times my money. then what happens? Things change. And now you're feeling upset. Now you're back to this energy again. So the divine is saying that you can break these cycles by looking at where your weaknesses are and doing something about those weaknesses. Awareness is what we are talking about. So how can you bring the energy of awareness to different types of situations in your life where you self-sabotage, where you're making the same mistakes over and over again? It is time to break that karmic cycle, because that karmic cycle has taught you the lessons that you need to learn, and you need to start grasping the lessons and going and making the necessary changes for you, because in doing that, your dreams will start becoming a reality, and you start making that money that you wanted, and you'll be thankful for the mistakes that you made in the past, because they made you grow. You'll be thankful for all the different type of lessons that you've learned, because you're seeing that in the future, your abundance, your reality is going to change because of everything that you have learned along the way. So the divine is very insistent in you really taking this moment in time to look at the lessons, to go and put the energy, the time into learning, into growing. So you are being practical, but at the same time, you are saying, divine, bless me. Bring whatever it is that I'm praying for in a magical way. But you are going and taking the steps, and then magically the divine starts sprinkling magic here, there, and everywhere. And now things are starting to shift. Now things are starting to change for you. So what is the message here? The message here is for you to understand that you need to start trusting in your intuition, trusting in your own, you yourself, your own wisdom, your own inner wisdom. And how do you get wisdom? By taking some time to learn, to grow. Because at first, when you are learning and you're growing, you are just taking information. And when you make mistake, plus all the lessons that you've learned, together you are creating wisdom. Wisdom takes time. To be wise, it takes time. And this is also allowing mistakes, because now you know from the mistakes that you've made, you know on a practical level what went wrong. And the divine is saying, whatever is happening, you have the opportunity, you have the possibility right now to really make some massive changes in your wealth, in your health, in your love life, in all different areas. So I'm going to love you and leave you and go and do whatever it is that you need to do. And I'm going to see you in the next video. It's a goodbye.